to you there.
All right. Bipin Sharma, I believe, is back with us on the broadcast. Bipin, big details are coming in, of course, from Parliament that this has cleared, of course, now. This bill has cleared Lok Sabha, of course. It is one of the big reforms brought about by the centre following the NEET paper leak earlier this year.
Yeah, Uday, I agree with you, and marks a new beginning, dawn of a new era, and we are optimists. Definitely now the day is not far when we can expect our students to have a lot of reforms, because the paper leak issue has been in existence since ages, time immemorial. Now, and of course, the onus was on the government, the Modi government, to deliver, and it was now or never situation. And very unfortunate that paper leaks have been happening. It happened in 2023, 2024, and then 2026, which actually led to the student protest movement at the JANTAR. So, augurs well a new beginning, and now let's look forward, for this, this bill to be actually translated into an act in the times to come.
All right. Let me, in fact, ask you also, Bipin, now about the entire debate, though, in Parliament. It was dominated, of course, by government talking about this bill and measures of the government, the reforms, of course, that they've been carrying out. The opposition, though, continuously attacked the government on other issues, on the student protests. And, of course, also Rahul Gandhi's speech today was dominated by ruckus.
Absolutely, I agree with you there, because, the temple of democracy, which is the parliament, that is meant for very constructive dialogue and discussion. And if the precious time is lost, so that sends a very bad message. So, parliament is the forum when the ruling dispensation, the opposition, they have ample time and opportunity to discuss and to debate on issues of paramount importance meant for public welfare. And so now, this was the last thing that was needed. Of course, there is all the scope in the world for dissent, for, tabling your suggestions, some new improvisations. But then if needless issues are raised, I think that could have easily been avoided. Because on one hand, when you say that students should be given all the importance in the world, and then if you are not acting in consonance, so I think that does not augur well.
Yes, Bipin, also now, do you believe that this of course is likely to have a smooth sailing in the Rajya Sabha as well?
Well, definitely. I think it shouldn't be much of a problem for the government to have a smooth sailing on this front, because then, those opposing also will have to, submit a very valid reason as to why they are opposing this bill. Because on one hand, everyone stands on one forum that they are there for the students' welfare, and the paper leaks should not happen.
Yes.
There should be reforms in the educational system. So I think let's be...
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sharma, for joining us with your perspective. Anand Singh is back with us on the broadcast. Anand, let me ask you about now the entire fracas we saw earlier in the House when the leader of opposition was speaking. Does the Congress plan to take that outside the House as well? They believe that they've not been allowed to speak fairly in the Parliament. Rahul Gandhi said that he was stopped. His speech was interrupted multiple times, and of course he was not allowed to say what he really wanted.
Yeah, they look the way in which leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, while he was speaking on the bill in the lower house, he urged the speaker Om Birla that how he was being interrupted by several of the treasury bench member, and several of the ministers were interrupting him during his speech, and it was reason that he could not complete whatever he wanted to speak in the house. And thus what we have learned from our Congress sources is, Uday, that the Congress party is not going to let off this opportunity, as Rahul Gandhi has asked why the Home Minister, who thinks that he is one of the bravest Home Minister of the country, why he was in the house when the discussion on this bill was going on? Why isn't the Prime Minister available in the house when the future of students was being discussed? And this is the question that many of the Congress leaders are asking, and they have said that soon they will be demanding answers from the government, that if the government is really serious about the future of students, if they are really serious about the about students and their studies, then the Prime Minister and Home Minister should have participated in the debate on this public examination amendment bill that has been passed in Lok Sabha, instead of skipping the House when the Parliament is in session. So these are the charges that the Congress party and the opposition are making on the government, as they are saying it was opportunity for Home Minister to clarify in the House that who was behind the orders of police excesses on the protesting students. If he would have been there, then he would have responded to the same. But all the question of the opposition parties that remained flat, and none was there to answer it. Back to you.
All right. Let me in fact also ask you, of course, ask you, Anand, about now this big reform by the government. You know, this law was needed. At the end of the day, you need a deterrence. Of course, you need fast track courts to speed up trials in cases, but there needs to be a deterrent, which is a stringent sentence and a very hefty fine. This obviously, hopefully, will be a deterrence from future individuals wanting to join the paper leak mafia, wanting to leak papers.
Yeah, Uday, look, the way in which the opposition members highlighted in Parliament that how the paper leaks have hampered the life of so many of the students, as the rich who were able to buy the papers, they would get opportunities, they would get jobs, but the middle class people, the poor families who could not afford, they have to remain without any opportunity. And it was reason why they were demanding for such a stringent bill. And the government definitely, it said, when Minister of State Dr. Jitendra Singh was speaking, he very categorically mentioned and briefly he explained that how there is a provision for harsh punishment of up to 10 years in prison. Beside that, there is a hefty fine of rupees 10 crore on any of the convicts who are accused of being involved.
Transpired in Parliament once again. Anand, stay with us. Let's listen in to what transpired in Parliament during the